Hello and welcome back to another video. It's me, Krashy, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a topic video on Overwatch. Now, I do want to start getting back into content creation. I'm trying to find my thing. I'm working on some things, hopefully behind the scenes, to bring a podcast, maybe create like an Overwatch content team, because Overwatch is just truly my main focus. It's more or less the only thing I'm focusing on. In terms of what I play, I'm just enjoying it the most. I play on 3 different accounts. I have 2 on PC and 1 on Xbox, so I play the game a lot. I experience all the different balance. I really engulf myself into it. So as you can see by the title, however, we'll go ahead and jump into this. I want to talk about the doom and gloom of Ana right now. And if you guys don't keep up with the patch notes, and if you don't keep up with what's going on in Overwatch Reddit and Overwatch news, that's what I'm here for. I'm going to go ahead and fill you in. So basically, Ana was nerfed. They essentially nerfed the damage, nerfed the healing of her bionic grenade, and they nerfed her rifle damage by 20, and everybody just lost their minds, and I want to share my opinion on that. Now, one thing I will say is I think Ana is definitely currently live in the game the most overpowered hero, and usually I have, people approach me or people ask me, well, what makes them OP? Like, what makes a character OP? And simply put, the thing that makes an individual character overpowered is the fact that they do too many roles with an individual skill set. So she is one hero filling multiple roles, and you've seen something similar to this in other variations of heroes in this game before. For example, Diva, she was simply too tanky and she did too much damage, and they actually toned her back. And it's very similar with Ana. She is doing way too much damage and she's doing so much healing. She has an amazingly impactful ultimate, and overall she's just doing too many roles. She can effectively, and even though both teams can have an Ana, she's effectively filling multiple roles. Playing DPS, being that long-range hit scan against Pharah, being able to burst down the flankers with her grenade and also burst heal while spamming her gun. I mean, all in all, she has the fastest healing output with a primary fire, bionic grenade primary fire. It's the fastest healing burst in the game, and it's definitely put her in a weird position where she needs some nerfs, and we've seen nerfs come out to her before, and I think they're justified. Now, with that said, the most recent news is that the nerfs they put on her bionic grenade have actually been reverted, and that, I want to go ahead and say my opinion of the nerfs that were put onto PTR, because I was a little worried that they might be too much. Now, the reduction in damage on her rifle, I think, is pretty justified. She was able to 3-shot, which is very, very fast, a 200 health target, and I think that's a little bit ridiculous for a healer to be able to do something like that. But her bionic grenade is absolutely doing way too much damage, and I'm honestly not that worried about how much burst healing it does. And the reason I say that is because it is her only way to keep herself alive and to burst heal another ally. So that said, they reduced the burst healing, or they reduced the healing on the grenade by 50%, or by half of the value, and they reduced the damage by half. Now, I do feel like that was a bit of an over nerf. I don't think that they needed to nerf the healing on it that much. I think it was in a pretty solid spot. She would still have the fastest or the highest healing burst output in the game, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. It just kind of fills that, that niche for her as a character and as a healer. With that said, I do think that the damage nerf was very justified. Now, they have all reverted that change on the bionic grenade, and I'm hoping to see where they're going with that on the PTR. Nothing on the PTR set. I may end up making another video talking about further changes that they made on the PTR and what ends up going live. But I'm excited. I want to see what happens. I'm a little worried that the healing meta is going to go back to Mercy Lucio, and it's going to be that stable, massive shield coming out on top of, a big res, or vice versa. But we're just going to have to wait and see. So overall, my thoughts are, Ana, currently on live, she definitely needs a damage reduction. I'm not sure what they're going to do with her overall. I'm excited to see how they can pull her down without destroying her, because I think that's the biggest issue that the majority of the community is having and is worried about. And I'd love to hear your thoughts. So if you guys are into Overwatch, please let me know. Let me know your opinions in the comment section below. So please do not leave without leaving a like. And thank you guys so much. I'll see you for the next video.